Today we have our reading lesson and we are going to focus on reviewing prefixes and suffixes as well as learning a new Greek root graph and a new suffix logi. So let's go through this here. We have a list of prefixes or of words that might have prefixes and suffixes, and we are going to read through some of them and then I will give you the opportunity to pause it and go through and find as many as you can. So let's see here. Let's repeat after me. I know it might sound silly, but it's good practice and it'll help you. So here we go. Saving, matted, smaller, winning, mistake. Okay, so if we look through this and I think about do I have a prefix or a suffix on my word? Well, first we need to find our root word. So that's the base word, what we are adding to. So I know that save would probably be the base word in saving, and they dropped an E here because I know that we spell save S-A-V-E. So we must have dropped our E and added an ending, which would be a suffix. So ing must be our suffix in saving. Then if we come over to matted, what do you think our base word in matted is? I think it's probably matte, okay? Matte means either something that's dull, or if something's matted, it might be pushed down, maybe snarled together, if something is matted. So, if our base word or our root word is matte, that means that we must have a suffix, ed. Now let's jump down to here real quick. Let's look at prevented. Well, I know that my base word or my root word would be prevent, and if you prevent something, you're stopping it from happening before. So that must mean that I have a suffix ed. But if I look at my word prevent, pre is one of the most commonly used prefixes, meaning before. So this word actually has two. It has a prefix and a suffix, which some of these words might have. So when I say go, you can pause this and keep going through all these words in the sentences and see if you can find any prefixes or suffixes. And go. All right. So now that you've gone through those, this will have to do with your page 171 today. And you have 8 words in your word bank and you will fill them in to the best fitting sentence. Okay, so take your time, reread them, make sure they make sense. If you are unsure of a word, try to find the base word and see if they added either a prefix or suffix. So now that we've gone through prefixes and suffixes, let's jump to learning the Greek root graph and the suffix logi. So a root is a basic word part. It's usually from Greek or Latin, and it always has a meaning. A suffix is the word part added to the end of a base word that changes the meaning of the word. So look down here. We have the Greek root graph, means to write or record. We're going to jump up here to some examples. So like it says, graph means to write or record. And if I have autograph, an autograph is a person's signature. And famous people often write their autographs for others. When I see the root graph in other words, I will know that words have something to do with writing or recording. So we can look at photograph and biography and know that it must have something to do with writing or recording. Then let's talk about the suffix logi. That means the science or study of something. So let's look over here at our examples. Technology. Technology is the use of science to invent useful things or solve problems. Technology involves the study of science. So when I see the suffix logi in other words, I know the words are nouns that will have to do with the science or study of things. So we have technology, astrology, and psychology. Okay? So using what you've learned here, you will have, whoops, wrong one here, page 172. Greek root graph, and suffix logi. So here you have 6 words that you get to choose from, and you're going to fill them in. Now, these words are kind of big, but knowing what you've learned about your new Greek root graph and the suffix logi, let's see if you can try to figure out what each one means. In case you're stuck, I made a PowerPoint with some definitions that you can definitely pause on and use that for a reference. But I want you to try at first to see if you can figure out what some of these words mean. And a good hint will be to read through the sentences because they kind of give hints. So let's look at number 1 real quick. Martina is a blank. She studies Earth's geographical features and records detailed maps. So, she studies something. Geographical features. That's going to be a key word. Let's look at our word bank up here. We have volcanology. We have geographer, neurology, archaeology, choreographer, and autobiography. Which one do you think might fit with someone who studies Earth's geographical features and records detailed maps? If you guessed geographer, you are right. So you may go back and finish these pages, and I will pull up this right here. So if you need this for page 172, you are more than welcome to use it.